Guys, okay, so this video is about the phone interview with the Disney College Program representative, and I had my interview about 2 weeks ago, and I just got my offer yesterday, November 2nd. So it was awesome. What I did beforehand, just so I could feel a lot more prepared, is my mom and I sat down and went through Google and YouTube to see what kind of questions they ask in the interview and how they kind of want you to answer them, and also asking like people that I know that work at Disney World, Disneyland, people that have worked there, that just know kind of what they're looking for and what they ask and stuff. So I think that really helped me and really prepared me. Honestly though, a lot of the questions that they asked were not the ones that we found online, so they really could vary, but most of them are pretty much similar. So the first question she asked me was basically just like fun little things, like how's your day going, just random things kind of for us to get comfortable. Throughout the phone interview, she could tell kind of that I was getting a little nervous, and so she would just ask me questions like, so what are your plans for this weekend? What are you doing today? So just random stuff. The lady was really nice. Her name was Kim. And so the one thing that I really want to stress is cheery. Be super cheery. Smile. Even though they can't see you, just smile. So when you're on the phone and you're talking, when you smile, you tend to sound more happy. And then when you're frowning, you tend to sound a little bit more monotone and not as happy. See what I did there? So when you're on there, just smile, be happy, even though she can't see you, just smile. It's just that presentation that Disney brings, and it's just the special like aura that you can have that Disney like looks for and clicks with. So she just asked me my name. She asked me if I was in school, because they ask you if you want to be a part of the college program, you have to be in school. Asked me maybe what my majors were at the time. It was nursing. Now I've switched it to special education with interpreting. And and then she also asked, so some of the questions that I remember that she asked was, what would I do if, this is the one I remember because I don't really remember how I said it, and I think I kind of stumbled upon it, but she still totally cool. She was like, okay, great. Even if I thought that I had said something wrong, there's no wrong answers. Just be yourself, cheery, happy, like super cheesy, like, yeah, totally, and be weird. It's okay to be weird at Disney. Like, Disney's not weird, but really cheerful. Like, I'm sure if you've been there, like, have a magical day, or hello, princess, or just little things like that. And that's what they also asked me. They were like, so if a little girl came in and wasn't very happy that morning or looked kind of tired, what would you do to cheer her up? And this is mainly for like the main entrance people, so if you want to be main entrance, listen up. So she asked me that, and then I said, well, a lot of people wear the birthday pin, so I would say like, and say their name was like Monique. I don't know. You could say happy birthday, Monique, and then Monique would say, oh my goodness, thank you, and you say her name and you click together like that it's her birthday, and that just draws like that special tie between you and the guest. So it's really awesome that you can do that. If there's like someone that has like an anniversary pin, you say, oh my goodness, happy anniversary, guys, I hope it's a good one, many more to come. Something just nice, just so that they notice that you notice them and that you're actually paying attention and actually care about them. That's the one thing about Disney, and that they really strive for, is that you are making that special connection at all times with all their guests. And don't call them customers, call them guests, or friends, or something, just pals, I don't know. But don't call them customers. So she asked me what I would say to a little girl that was sad, and I told her, oh, hey princess, I hope you have a magical day, and just something like, oh, twirl around, or something, I don't know. So then another thing they asked is if a little boy or little girl was too short to ride a certain ride and you were working at the attraction, so this is for attraction people, what would you say to that person to kindly tell them, like, hey, actually, you're too short to ride this, so maybe something else. So She asked me that, and I told her after researching and stuff, I found a couple different things to say, different ways. So I think the best way to say it would be, hey, buddy, let's go measure you real quick and make sure that this is okay for you to ride. We don't want you to get hurt or anything and get gobbled up by the ride. So go over and measure them. If they're too short, then say, oh, darn it, you know what? This ride is probably not going to be good enough for you right now or something. Just nice. Don't be like, yeah, you can't ride this bike. Be like, oh, man. So then try to suggest rides that you think they could ride. So if it's like a younger kid, be like, oh, you know what? Like, say you're doing Space Mountain and they want to ride Space Mountain and they're die hard, like, just want to ride this. You can be like, oh, you know what? There's a really cool ride and it's in Toontown and it's called Go Go Gadget, and this is just Disneyland for me. So say you're at Space Mountain and they really want to ride it and they can't, they want a roller coaster, so be like, oh, you know what? Go Go Gadget's open. You can ride that, or Mr. Toad's Wild Ride's kind of a roller coaster, not really, maybe Peter Pan, but do other things that are going to excite them. So like the Rockets, those are fun, and this is all Disneyland related. So the Rockets, maybe if the kid is tall enough, you think, to ride with a parent on Autopia, say you want to drive your mom or dad around in a car, like, that's so fun, I wish I could do that. And so tell them, give them suggestions. Let the parent know that you're really sorry, it's just safety, and you really, really would hate for one of them to get hurt. And of course the parent probably wouldn't get hurt because they're, of course, probably tall enough, but just say, like, this is where this is located, and if you just go this way and this way, you can get there, and normally there's not a long line, or maybe if they're still having difficulty, maybe find, like, manager around or something that can give them maybe a fast pass to one of those rides if they're really having a tough time, because the guests are always right. Let whoever know that you're talking to on the phone, guests are always right. So if there's something that's not going right, just try to fix it and sympathize with them, be apologetic, say, I'm so sorry, I understand, like, this would be so frustrating to me also. So just try to get on the same level with them and try to show them that you really do care and you really do understand. And that would be frustrating if you stand in a line the whole time and someone's not doing their job at the front and they get all the way to the end of the line and someone is doing their job down there after waiting all that time. So make it like a pleasant experience. Yeah, that's really going to tick them off, but you just got to make something that's going to make them happy after that. So then another thing, another thing she asked me was if I was working in a store. So here's for you merchandise people. If I was working in a store, and the phone was ringing and there was a line and there was a lady that needed help. So there's 3 different things going on and you're the only person around. So she said, what would you do in this situation? So I said, maybe look around for another sales associate. There should be someone around that can help. Direct them to go somewhere, take a little bit of initiative. Maybe answer the phone and say, hello, so sorry, could you hold for just a moment? And then if they say yes, perfect, put it down. If they say no, then try to see what they need. And while you're doing that, don't rush them or anything, but just try to find someone else to come either do the line or help the person that has a question. So make it go as efficiently and quickly, as smoothly as possible. Don't feel like you're rushing any of the guests. That's just probably the easiest way to make someone mad, is if they're feeling rushed. These people paid a lot of money to come out here, a lot of money to buy the tickets, a lot of money to stay at hotels, food, everything. So it's kind of like an umbrella company. Everyone's helping everyone. We're all a team. Food, quick service and beverage, character performers, merchandise, main entrance, guest services, all that stuff. We're all working together. If someone has a bad problem in a store, then they're probably going to bring it over to attractions, because people don't normally get like happy like after 2 seconds. So if you're working in merchandise, just if you see someone angry when they're leaving, just try to run over, help them, let them know, like try to calm them down a little bit so they're not going over to attractions and chewing out a friend of yours just because they had a bad time over at Main Street Shops or something. So just try to make it all easy and smooth. The guest is always right. Don't ever argue. If there's something you don't feel like you can answer, try to find a manager or someone that's been there longer than you to answer the question. So that's what I told her for that one. She asked me for Disneyland and Disney World, since I applied for both of them, but I auditioned for character performer only for Disney World, which is why I'm going there. She asked me what my top three things were. So in the application for college program, if that's what you're doing, you're full time. I think it's the same. I'm not sure because I only did college. It asks you to list a whole bunch of the things. So it was like janitor, merchandise, quick food and beverage. I'm quick service food and beverage. I don't really know how to say that. It was concierge, so you could work at one of the hotels. Guest services, main entrance, attractions. I'm sure I'm missing a lot, but it asks you to put those. So it says, it's like numbering 1, 2, 3. 1 as the best, I think, and 2 is okay, and then 3 is no way, or 3 is kind of, and then there's one that says like no way, basically. So you just list all those, and then she'll ask you. She'll be like, okay, so you said I'm gonna list all the things out for this park, and then you said that you wanted to do these top 3, so you have top 3. So if one of them doesn't work out, you have backup. That one doesn't work out, you have backup. That one doesn't work, then you have your last backup. So and write down which ones you wrote for your top 3, so that when you get there, because this is what I didn't do. I didn't write down my top 3, so when I got on the phone interview, she was like, do you remember what your top 3 were? And I didn't remember, so she had to repeat them, so I felt a little scatterbrained there. So try to write that down. And she asked just a little about me, like what I think I could bring to the Disney team. I just told her that I think I can be hardworking. Disney's my life. I go there every year. I live in Texas, and I have a season pass, so I don't know if that says anything to you. My dog's name is Lilybell, after Lillian Disney's caboose train in Disneyland that Walt bought for her, and she decorated. And long story. Anyway, my dog's name is Lilybell, after Lillian Disney and her caboose train. So if that doesn't say... Oh, and I have a hidden Mickey in her house. Not my idea, my mom's. So if that doesn't say that we are Disney crazy, then I don't know what says we're Disney crazy. But if you have little things like that, like, I don't know, I have like the Disney wristlet from Dooney and Burke, so I told her, I was like, I have a season pass, I have the Disney debit card, we have a hidden Mickey in our house, our dog's name is Lilybell, I have the wristlet, I go there every year, like I know the park inside out, I know where the middle of the park for Disneyland is, so I mean, we're crazy psycho Disneyland people, so I'm about to be a crazy psycho Disney World person. So I think it's cool that I get to work at Disney World, because I don't really know that much about it. Anyway, so this is super long, but if you really want to know about the phone interview, if you'll have any more questions about the phone interview, any questions about character auditions, any questions about the college program, just any kind of questions, just let me know. And I'd be more than happy to answer them for you, even if it's just Facebook friends that just want to know more about what I'm doing. I think I'll post another video just specifically about what I'm doing at Disney. And, yep, that's it. So if y'all have any questions, send them in, subscribe, get some friends. This is only my first night, but I get really impatient, so I want lots of friends and fans and subscribers. And I want to be like the one that you like type the name in of the thing, and then it like brings me up first, like featured. That'd be awesome. Okay, so that's it. If y'all have any questions, send them in. Facebook friends, if y'all have questions, send them in. If y'all are interested in any of this, let me know. Like I said, I'm going to do this throughout the entire 5-month internship, and I'm going to try to do like 1 or 2 a day depending on how busy we'll be. I'm going to be working during spring break, so I've heard I'm going to get like 60 plus hours a week. Not a paycheck, a week. So it's going to be kind of crazy. So send them in. Don't hate me. Don't be mean to me. I'm just doing this for fun. You don't have to look at this, but it's fun. Okay, so thanks. Bye.